Me and Alex, say my name, Alex. Bring the flame, my neighbors. Love and change, we'll be talking. Make it play, and Alex, keep it real.
Drake might be entering his most important album rollout in years. A leaked track called 1 a.m. in Albany just hit the internet, and fans are already breaking down every line like it's a new chapter in the Drake vs. Kendrick saga. Now, first things first, the track is being reported as a leak, so we do not know yet if it is officially making the Iceman album. But the timing is what makes it interesting, because Drake's Iceman album is scheduled to drop May 15, and this song surfaced right before the release. And from what people are hearing, Drake is not just rapping, he is addressing the room. Fans believe he is taking aim at Kendrick Lamar, LeBron James, J. Cole, Joe Budden, and people who either switched sides, stayed quiet, or publicly showed love to Kendrick during the beef. The LeBron angle is big because Drake and LeBron used to be cool. But after Kendrick's pop-out moment and all the public support Kendrick received, Drake seems like he's questioning who was really loyal when things got hot. And then there is the title, 1 a.m. in Albany. Is he talking about Albany, New York? Is it Albany in the Bahamas? Or is this just another Drake timestamp record where location is less about geography and more about the mood? Because Drake has always used these timestamp tracks to talk his talk. These are usually the songs where he gets personal, competitive, petty, reflective, and aggressive all at the same time. But the bigger question is this: is Drake still responding to Kendrick because he has something left to prove? Or is this exactly what people want him to do so they can keep him trapped in the same battle? Because Iceman is bigger than one leak. This album might decide whether Drake can fully shift the conversation back to music, hits, and dominance, or whether Kendrick's battle is still the shadow over everything he drops. So by now, you guys probably have heard the song 1 a.m. in Albany. And I think this is a good record. This is signature Drake, you know what I mean? Very introspective, very mood-driven, and he has a lot of little subliminals, double entendres, a lot of metaphors and similes that you might not catch the first time. It's something that you gotta listen to over and over, because he's saying things sometimes that you don't catch on the initial listen. And he definitely knows how to stir up controversy, especially where he has all of this weight on him, you know what I'm saying? He probably got his label, you know what I mean, trying to do weird stuff, you know what I mean? So he gotta drum up the energy, that way his label doesn't snake him, because he's still signed to Universal and he still has to put out records under them, but he's probably doing it in such a way where he's running his own machine, because he already has a locked in fan base. So they really move when he moves, you know what I mean? But he even addresses Lucian Gray, or whatever his name is, the CEO of Universal. He addresses him in the record slightly, because why not? He's still suing those guys, so there's that aspect of it. He talks about LeBron, he talks about Joe Buttons. Those are some of the things that you can kind of pick out from. But this definitely feels like a warm-up record, like he's trying to see what the public is going to accept or not, because we don't know if this is going to be on the album or not. And this could just be one of those things to kind of shake things up a little bit, get stuff off his chest. And, you might end up not even hearing this on the album. But if it's on the album, this is great. This is how you do it, And then tonight, apparently at like 9:45 or something like that, on his page, he's saying, tune in. So this is probably the secret music video that everybody's talking about. And I hope that's a bop. I hope it's a summertime, fire starter for real. And tomorrow, I guess the album drops, but nothing seems official. So tomorrow's the 15th, today's the 14th, and we got to be on the lookout, for what to expect. But this is signature Drake, you know what I mean? Yeah, he's just addressing stuff. I don't even consider this too much of a diss. It's just more him letting you know where his head is at after everything, you know what I mean? But the boy, if you want to talk about wordsmith, he's definitely that. I don't know how people could sit up here and talk ghostwriter this and ghostwriter that. Man, please. I don't know a ghostwriter on a good day that's doing this type of stuff. He done wrote songs for damn everybody in the industry, and there's this chat about his ability. So it's crazy. Another thing on a side note, I don't know if you guys saw this, but a couple of days ago, maybe a day or two ago, they pulled Kendrick's music off of YouTube, and then they re-uploaded it later. I think they did that to kind of clean their tracks, because in the Drake's lawsuit, he claimed that Universal was doing things to manipulate the numbers and so forth and so on. And there were people who said when they looked and searched for Drake, they were getting directed to Kendrick in a lot of different platforms, whether it's the music platform or YouTube or whatever. And so I think these guys are just purging their system, so that way it doesn't conflict with Drake, because trust and believe, Drake's putting this album out to prove that Universal's playing with the numbers. Because if he goes Thanos with it in terms of numbers, it's gonna then prove that yes, these guys were playing around with Drake's value, because Drake was trying to get out of his deal, and one of the things that he wanted was, if he was going to stay, he needed a certain amount of money, and they tried to undervalue his brand. They tried to say, you're not worth what you're saying you're worth, which is crazy because he's putting up the most numbers in the music industry. As you can see, with his absence, it's been dead for hip-hop. There hasn't been anybody really charting in hip-hop in quite some time. So it just tells you that, when these people are done with you in the music industry, one of the two things can end up happening. You can end up dead, or they try to disparage your name. You know what I mean? So they either kill you literally, or they try to character assassinate. Because I'm going off on a tangent, but Michael's death and Prince's death, that doesn't seem normal. That stuff seemed like, here's these guys fighting at the time for their masters, and all of a sudden, they just died. But that's a whole other conversation. I'm just giving you food for thought. Y'all do the dishes, and please like, share, and subscribe to I Am Ian Alex on YouTube and all my other social media handles. And let's see what Drake got up his sleeve.